back, everybody. Welcome back to Cooking with Chef Puff. We bring you the good stuff. Today we're making beer. Cooper's beer. Okay, Cooper's Cerveza. Okay. What you're gonna need. By the way, if you want to purchase this beer, you can purchase it, on Amazon or from them directly. They also have a barcode back here that you can scan, and you can go directly to them also too. And has all different varieties of languages here. But what you're gonna need, this is attached to the can. You're gonna need the extract, the Cooper's extract, Cerveza, okay? And you need to soak it in hot water, all right? It also comes with a package of beer yeast, okay? And also, you have to buy the brew enhancer. All right, this is sold separately, but you have to have this, okay, to make the beer. All right, and the equipment you're gonna need basically a beef turkey baster, the hydrometer, okay, for measuring your gravity. Okay, you're gonna need a measuring cup. You're gonna need 4 cups of water. You're gonna need a can opener, spatula, and a spoon. All right, and this thing here is fast fermenter. All right, it's pretty good once you learn how to use it, but it's pretty simple also too. And all you have to do is basically put your ingredients in. Well, first we'll move on to the next step, so we can move on to this here. But it's a pretty cool device for making your beer. This is your collection bottle here with your yeast that falls down to here. Okay, so let me get the stove fired up and we'll move on. Okay, the first things first, we have to get at least 4 cups of water in the pot. All right, you're gonna need a kind of nice size, basically I call it a soup pot. All right, and you gotta bring this water to a boil. All right, it has to come to a boil. High, put it on high. Make sure yep, there she goes. All right, so once this water starts to boil, I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I forgot to mention that all your equipment, to your pot, to your spoons, to this device, everything needs to be sterilized. All right, I use Star San, which is restaurant grade sterilization. All right, they say you don't have to, when you use it, you spray it on, you don't have to wash it out, but I do rinse mine out, all right, to make sure it's really, really clean. And I smell the containers, I smell the devices. There's no after smell of the chemicals itself, okay? So I forgot to mention that, and I'm glad I did remember it, and so I can pass it on to you. Be right back. All right, everybody, the water's starting to boil now. So what I'm gonna do now, let me wipe this can off here. All right, just took it out of the hot water. All right, now I need my can opener. All right, this is the extract, Cooper's extract. It makes a really nice beer, like Corona. It's not Corona, but it's just like it, and it tastes very delicious. There we go. Oh yeah. Now, what I'm going to do, start pouring it in. Pouring it in. Oh yeah. Okay, you want to get it all dissolved. This is why I like to using the spatula, because I can get it all out. You don't have to get it all out, but I make sure I get all mine out. Now I use my ladle, get it all up in here. Just give it a little mix around here. Be careful, it's hot. It's very hot. But try not to make a mess. Alright. Now, and pour it right back in. And there, voila. Got it all. And the top here. You don't have to do this. I'm just being anal about it. I want to get all of it. All right. So this is done. Now, I'm not going to need this no more. I'm not going to need the can anymore. So, get rid of it. Wash my hands a little bit. All right. I have my spoon. Now I'm gonna bring this back up to a boil. All right. And once this comes to a boil, we'll move on to the next step. All right. Welcome back, everybody. All right. It has come to a boil. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I need to add the Cooper's Beer Enhancer. This is the second step. All right, let me open it up and I shall return. Hey, okay, what I got here now, I got the enhancing, the brew enhancer. So I have to mix this in and just get this all dissolved. All right. So I'm going to start adding it in, but I am going to put it back on the heat. All right. You got to mix this to it all. It's all basically incorporated and dissolved. All right. Whole bag goes in. One at a time. It's going to clump up. But if you keep mixing, it will dissolve. I'm actually going to put it back on the heat a little bit, but not on high. Because if you don't watch it, she will overflow on you. Right? So when I'm finished mixing this up, I'll be right back. All right, everybody. All right. You can see the lumps here. This is nothing but sugar. Okay, I put the whole bag in now. Now you just have to mix and break this up until it's all dissolved. So when it's all dissolved, we'll move on to the next step. All right, most of the sugar has dissolved, but I did find a little piece. It's a little piece, but I'm going to keep on stirring. I'm going to let it come to a boil real quick, and you'll see how quick this comes to a boil. That's why I said you have to watch it. Because when she starts to boil, she starts to rise. And she'll just splatter all over the place. And yes, it happened to me one time. And it'll never happen to again because the cleanup was horrible. But I'm going to let this come to a boil real quick. And you see how that foam will just it's like an explosion. It seems like all the sugars mostly is 99.9% dissolved and mixed very well. I could stop here right now, but I want it to come to a boil. All right. And when it comes to a boil, you'll know. You'll definitely know. Because I want you to see it. And how quick it just starts to bubble up. All right, I have it on high. Just give it a few seconds here. Oh yeah. Now, when I transfer this into the fermenter, the temperature of this extract has to be between 70 and 80 degrees. Anything higher, it will kill the yeast. All right. So she's about to go here now. You can see it right here in the middle here. And I did see a little piece of sugar right there. But like I said, I'm going to pull it off as soon as it starts the bubble, the boil. All right. But once again, I'll keep stressing it. You got to watch it. Well, this video is going way too long, so I'm going to stop it here, and I'm going to remove it off the stove and keep on mixing. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm going to continue stirring. All right, make sure it's all dissolved. And by stirring it, you're actually cooling, trying to cool the temperature down, because this temperature has to go down pretty much. Right now, actually, I'm going to be using my Sturdy Blackstone. All right, to check the temperature on it. Should be pretty hot. All right. A little over 200 degrees. It has to come down tremendously, but not too much. All right, because I am going to add cold water to it up to the 6-gallon mark. In the fermenter. All right, but I still have to bring the temperature down to between 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So let me see. So you're adding about 25 liters of water to this whole mixture. All right, it's a little over, it's rounded out to a regular 6 gallons. You're looking at 6 gallons of beer. All right. All right, I'm going to continue mixing, and I'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. All right, I'm going to check the temperature of the extract, the beer extract. All right. It was over 200 degrees. We're looking at about 135, 36 degrees right now. So what I'm going to do now, we'll remove the cap here. All right. Now I'm going to take that beer extract and I'm going to put it in here, but make sure your ball valve is closed. All right. So this part, you just got to be very careful. Very, very careful with this part. All right. So, let me get a better view. All right. There we go. Oh, yeah. This is the start of making your own beer. All right. Now, what I have to do now, I have to fill this fermenter up to the 6-gallon mark. It's about right here. Right here. So, I'm going to be using cold water, and plus it's going to bring the temperature down even quicker. All right. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to fill it up with up to 6 gallons of water. So when I'm done filling it up, I'll be right back. All right, so I got it up to the 6-gallon mark here. I alternate between hot and cold water to keep the temperature around 90 in the 90-degree temperature range. All right, because to put the yeast in, it has between 70 and 80 degrees. But I'm gonna be using my wand here. It's hooked to a drill to give me a nice good mix in here. This gives a beautiful mix. Now I'm gonna put it on high. Give it a nice and air it, and you need to put air into the beer. Because when you do that, it's gonna foam up. All right, we're moving on to the next step. So what I did now, all right, the temperature has dropped tremendously. All right, I did give it another mix, but it did take some time to get the temperature down between 70, I think it's around 83 degrees. All right, but what I want to do now, I want to test my gravity. And on my hydrometer here, I have a setting for beer. There's a setting here for beer. All right, start to finish. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to take our little beef / turkey baster, and we're going to pull some. Actually, you know, we're not going to use the turkey baster. I totally forgot that I have a spout at the bottom here. Just gonna, where is it? Here it is. Just gonna turn it around. Around and get me some beer out here. There we go. All right. Should have put a towel down, but I didn't. All right. So. Let's get the measure in here. See what she looks like. All right, she looks pretty good. She's at the beer level. Okay, she's right on point. And that beer level is it's showing 5% alcohol. Show the gravity of, I can't hardly see. Well, I'm gonna go with 40. This brown area right in here, this brown area, this is for beer. From here to here, it's not much, but that's why I'm gonna see you in 6 days to do another gravity test, okay? So let's get this poured back in. All right. And now the last thing to do is the yeast. Excuse me. And that's all we have to do. Add the yeast. Let's get it poured in here. Like I always say, that old commercial, set it and forget it. All right, now we're going to take our cap, make sure we get her screwed down pretty good. All right, she's screwed down. Now what I'm going to do now, I have me a homemade bottle of brandy. I'm going to put it into my airlock. You can put water, you can put sterilizing solution in it, but I'm going to put brandy in. Why? Because I can. Because I made it. All right. What the airlock does, it keeps it lets the gas out and does not let nothing in, like insects or bugs or whatever. All right. You don't need a lot. Maybe like not even a shot. Okay. And then you just plug it. And what will happen once it starts releasing the gas, and going down into, it'll start to smell. But instead of smelling, I mean like a smell, you'll smell the brandy actually. And it smells pretty good. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to release the bubble at the bottom. To let it flow down into the other part there. Just let it go down. Now, down at the bottom here, this is where basically all the yeast is going to end up down here. And you're going to have to change this ball out. All right, because all the sediment is going to go down into the ball. Okay. And there she go. Now, for about 6 days, I'm going to cover this with a blanket. All right, for the darkness. It needs to be basically in the dark. And I'll, in 6 days, we'll look at and see how it's going. It should take at least 2 weeks from start to finish to bottling. All right, so I will see you shortly. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cooking with Chef. Bringing you the good stuff. All right, today we're doing the second segment of the beer making. All right, this beer that I'm making, it's a Cooper's beer. All right, and it's not Corona, but it's similar, and it tastes really good. All right, so I have some bottles here that's been cleaned already, and then I have a bucket of bottles that has already been cleaned, but I'm going to extra sterilize these in the dishwasher. All right, so you don't have to do this step. Do your bottles, your no rinse solution, and you're just fine. But I just do an extra step. And you're going to need your hydrometer. You're going to need your hydrometer, and you're going to need your beacon. Okay. And what else you're going to need? Oh, you're going to need your Cooper's carbonation drops. 2 drops per bottle. This is what gives you that gas when you open your beer. Okay, and you're going to need bottle caps. And a bottle cap sealer. And your ciphering tube. Alright, for your beer. Alright, and the attachment that comes along with this unit for the ciphering tube to go into. So we'll get to that later on. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to fill this up and put the caps in to get it started. So I'll be right. Alright, welcome back. Okay, what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to turn the valve off. Alright, now I got to remove this ball because at the bottom, it's a lot of yeast built up. Not much. I already did a previous dump a while ago, so I'm going to do the second one here. Let me shut off now. And all I have to do, I'm going to have just a little bit of spillage here. There we go. That has the yeast. Let me pour some of it out. Tilt it for you. All this is yeast down here. All this down here. Dead yeast. So I'll give you a better example. If you can see it. If you can see it. Alright. So that's good. Alright. I already tested it and she's ready to go. Pacific Gravity is beer. Alright, so that is done. I'm going to get this wiped up here. I like to keep a clean workspace. Alright, now the attachment. Very simple. Attach. Don't have to be crazy tight. Now, we have our drops. I'll put it into a bowl. All these are basically, I don't know how to produce them, but it's sugar. All right, so let me get set up so I can show you exactly what I'm doing. So I shall return. All right, I got my workstation set up here on the floor here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn the valve. Here's the tube. Here's the tube right here. Okay, I'm going to turn it back on. Okay, the beer's filling up. Okay, release the top. Don't need that no more. Get some more air in here. Right. Now, this is all you have to do. Take it. Insert it. And that is it. Then you take your two sugar cubes, drop them in. Now you take your cap, I forgot how to, actually, excuse me, I forgot how to use it. I should have practiced it first. Well, let me shut this off here. Give me a minute and I'll be right back. All right, I figured it out. Very simple. All right, all you have to do, take your cap, put your cap on, take your corker, well, not your corker, your bottle fastener, and that's it. Then you got a sealed bottle of beer. That is it. All right, I'm gonna finish up the rest, and then I'll get to the sterilize. I have to sterilize the bottles. I'm not gonna show you that. It's just putting them in the dishwasher, sterilization mode, and let it run for about 2 hours. Get the bottles nice and squeaky clean like these here. All right, so I shall return. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Okay, as you can see, that this beer it came out really good, and it tastes pretty good right now. But she's not done yet. But what I did, I washed them, and now I'm just drying the bottles off. Now these bottles, these bottles of beer is going to have to go into a box, covered, put a blanket over it or whatever you got, in a dark place. And these sugar cubes are going to have to dissolve. All right, you're going to give it a week or two, give or take, but you have to check them. And the only way checking them to see if that sugar cube has been dissolved, to give you the carbonation, okay? That's all you're looking for right now is carbonation. All right, and then you're gonna have to pop one open and check it, you know, taste it. And if you feel that you see more sugar cubes at the bottom, just leave it a little bit longer. All right, so I'm gonna wash up these rest of these bottles, and once I get everything all said and done, I'm gonna give you a yield of how much beer 6 gallons give you in these bottles. All right, so I'll be back as soon as these bottles are washed and clean and sterilized. I forgot to mention that this is a Cooper's beer. You can buy the kit on Amazon. It's not expensive, but here's a tip for you. I use my bottles over and over. What I do is either I use a plastic cup or beer cup, glass beer cup or plastic cup. I don't drink out of these bottles. If I have company over and they say you have beer, I will give them a beer, but I will pour the beer for them, or I would show them how to pour the beer. All right, and they get that nice head on the top. All right, like I said, this is beer making. And I'm going to finish up sterilization, and I hope you liked this video, and if anybody has any comments of any mistakes that I made, or something I need to do, or you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and ring the bell. And I would really appreciate it. All right. And y'all guys have a wonderful, blessed day. It's hot as hell outside, and I'm inside for the rest of the day. But I will have some future videos coming up on a camping adventure that I'm going on. All right. And we will be doing some videos at the campsite, at the K Camp in Delaware, whitewater rafting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day. All right, what I did now, I just loaded my dishwasher with the rest of my beer bottles. All right, and this is how I'm going to sterilize. They've already been sterilized once, but I'm doing it a second round. All right. Cleanliness, that's the most important thing. So, let me see if you get this close up. Yep. Let me get it started. Turn on. I want it extra dry. I want sanitize. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay. Press start. And she's off. Alright, about 2 hours and 30 minutes. Sometime this afternoon, I'm going to be back when these bottles are all said and done. So I shall return. All right, I'm coming to the end of the video here on the beer making. Okay, that's 6 gallons. What it gave me was, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 12, 18, 24. 24, 24, 48, 49, 50. And I had to use these bottles. So I'm saying these are 2, 51, 52, 53, 54. It gave me 54 bottles of beer. All right, well worth it. It's fun to make. You know, when you drink your own product, you know, it's great. I have no much further to say, but leave it in the comments if you have something to say. Let me know what my pros and cons are. And I would really appreciate it. Thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. And y'all guys have a wonderful evening. And y'all guys keep cool out there because it's hot. It's hot. All right. Okay. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.